A restart of plans for light rail through the northwest suburbs has already hit some potential roadblocks. Robbinsdale officials say putting an elevated railway through the middle of County Road 81 may be so disruptive the city might have to vote it down. On Wednesday night, residents were invited to Crystal to give input on the modified route. You'll recall the route shifted from using shared freight rail corridor space, which BNSF Railway would not allow, to County Road 81. As Nina Bupasavan reports, it's still not a welcome change.
I was okay with the line when it was along the original route, along the railroad tracks, but I'm not at all pleased with it going down 81 for a number of reasons.
Rosemarie Clark of Robbinsdale is one of many concerned citizens opposed to current plans for the Metro Blue Line extension project.
81's been ripped up so many times, and now it's finally looks good with, the landscaping and the trees. Now all that's going to be ripped out to put this train line through it.
From Robbinsdale, from North Memorial Hospital, we would come up 81, and that would be shared with traffic all the way into Brooklyn Park at around 73rd, where we would then resume back where our old alignment was up West Broadway.
A change that will affect not only Robbinsdale, but Crystal too.
We're looking at stations proposed at 63rd and Bass Lake Road, so they'd be shifted over to be within the roadway, but pretty much the same locations along the alignment.
Plans for a 6-lane roadway include repurposing 2 of the 4 lanes for just transit use.
I live right here. And it's going to be a half a block from my backyard. There has to be something done to mitigate the noise and to protect anybody who lives along here that's less than a half a block from where the train is going to be.
We're looking at trying to keep the footprint within the right-of-way of County Road 81, limit the impacts to businesses and private properties. Right now, County Road 81 really is the only alternative that we've identified along this corridor because of geographical reasons. There's lakes, airports.
Adding the train, it's just going to be ding, ding, ding all day long and all night long.
The earliest construction could possibly begin is 2025. However, each city along the route must also approve the plans, or else it faces further delay and uncertainty. In Crystal, Nina Bupasavan, CCX News.
2 people are in jail after several cars and key fobs were stolen from a Crystal car dealership. According to Crystal Police, a car dealership near Bass Lake Road and County Road 81 was burglarized Wednesday morning. 8 vehicles were stolen off of the lot, along with a dozen key fobs. Police did an overnight stakeout of the area, and one of the officers spotted a vehicle on the frontage road driving by the dealership with no license plates. Officers tried to stop the vehicle, but the driver fled.
So the vehicle made it about 3 blocks before the driver hit a curb. The suspects bailed out and fled into the neighborhood. Brooklyn Park assisted us with officers and a canine. We set a perimeter. State Patrol helicopter came up and helped us search the area as well, and we were actually able to arrest 2 suspects.
Crystal Police believe the key fobs recovered are linked to the burglary on Wednesday. In August, a Brooklyn Park dealership had more than a dozen vehicles stolen, but police say it's too early to know if those 2 cases are related. Cases of COVID-19 in Minnesota schools has now reached record levels for a weekly period. At least 13 schools in the CCX News viewing area report 5 or more cases of COVID-19 involving students or staff who were in the building while infectious. That's up from 8 schools last week. Schools are removed from the state list after they've had no infections for 4 weeks. The number of infections in schools is higher than the spike last fall, a time when the COVID-19 vaccine wasn't available for people 12 years of age and older. In a year where school board decisions have been the subject of controversy over issues like masking and a return to in-person learning, the candidates vying to lead the Wayzata School District had an opportunity to share where they stand on the issues. 10 of the 12 candidates for Wayzata School Board came out to a candidate forum on Wednesday night, organized by the League of Women Voters. They shared thoughts on how they would address learning loss of the last year and on the district's COVID-19 prevention plan. To read all of the candidates' views on Wayzata's COVID prevention plan, you can go to our website at ccxmedia.org, and you can also find a link to watch the candidate forum in its entirety. Today's standout student excels both on the field and in the classroom. Neil Persley takes us to West Lutheran High School in Plymouth to meet him.
I work really hard on my classes, get good grades.
West Lutheran High School senior Logan Ahlers is accomplished but understated. I had to pry further to learn.
I've also been in NHS and have been on the high honor roll for academics every year.
Logan is multi-dimensional.
Who are you, and what have you done with Ariel?
Participating in the drama program at West Lutheran High School, he is a model for the well-rounded student and a rare combination of academic scholar.
My favorite class would probably be business.
And gifted student athlete.
I have played football for varsity all 4 years. I have been in soccer last year, varsity, and was captain in both teams.
Logan is the top soccer goalie for his age in the state. This, combined with his academic achievements, will no doubt open many doors.
I think sports management is a little bit more so where he's looking to go into in that business aspect. Definitely sports-oriented person, but along kind of to marry that with the business world, I think that's an area that he's looking into.
Surprisingly, it's not the sports or even the excellent academic atmosphere at West Lutheran that Logan appreciates most.
I think the Christian education is definitely the best part that's at West Lutheran. Everyone being together in Christ every day, in chapel, in homeroom, in religion class, everyone just supporting each other.
He could have totally gone to a lot of soccer schools or football schools, but he was led to come to West Lutheran High School, and I think that's awesome.
In Plymouth, Neil Persley, CCX News.
And we'll be right back.